Hello everybody, my name is Manan. I am a mechanical engineer currently living in Estonia. I am originally from Pakistan, and this video I wanted to make especially for people who might be suffering from loneliness during this period of quarantine. One of my favorite authors is Carl Jung, who is a psychiatrist from Switzerland. One of his quotes really resonated with me when I was studying him. He said that loneliness does not result from having no people about you, but it results from the inability to communicate what is the most important to you. And it is only in the last 3 or 4 months that I was able to find out the true meaning of this quote. You see, I have been living by myself for about 6 years now. When I came here 6 years ago in a strange country, a strange land, I did not have any friends or family, and I had to start from scratch. So I know what being without people means. And throughout this time I found out that even when I am with people, there is a certain feeling of inadequacy and loneliness that you cannot really explain. And it was only in the last 3 months that I realized that what exactly that feeling of inadequacy meant. So the answer to loneliness question is, in my opinion, creativity. It is the ability for you to create something, anything. Whether it is videos, whether it is writing, whether it is crafts, or whether it is just talking and communicating to other people. We all really know that we want to create something. It's not like somebody should tell you, okay, make this or make that. We all secretly know what we want to do or what we want to say or what we want to craft. It's something inside us, and if we ask ourselves honestly, we will know that. There is no question about it. Now, there are two big reasons why people don't create as much as they should. The first biggest reason is the judgment of other people. The judgment of their friends, the judgment of their family, the judgment of their peers. And I understand, it's a huge thing. It's what stops 99% of the people from putting themselves out there. But I can tell you one thing very, very honestly. Once you start to create, and once you start to create something that you really passionately enjoy, and you really love the process of doing that, all the judgment, all the banter, all the talks, all the rumors, they'll just fade in the background. You will not even listen to that, because this process of creation itself, not because you're getting output from other people or reward or anything else, but because you by yourself passionately enjoy that process of creation so much that everything else will just fade in the background. So the key is to just start creating. The second biggest excuse that people have which stops them from creating is, I am not good enough. I don't have the training, I don't have the equipment, I don't have the necessary skills. And again, let me assure you one thing, that once you start doing it, you start to figure things out more and more. Any creator that you know, any writer, any poet, any singer, any musician, none of them started with the equipment that they have now. They just started with the bare minimum that they have. And that is, I would say, that is a huge advantage, because, for example, you want to be a singer and you don't have any equipment, you don't have any other studio, you don't have any access to all those things that singers use. All you have is a phone and your voice. So what will happen if you have these two things, and the only variable here is your voice, is your singing? Then you will try to make it as better as you can. You will focus on this one tiny little thing. That is your voice, that is your presentation on your phone. And you will try to make it as better as you can. Compare this to a studio person, for example, who has access to all this equipment. Now the only variable is not your voice, it's just all those other things that are happening around you. So I would say that starting from minimum bare things is a huge advantage, because it focuses on the narrowest possible things that you can improve. And this goes for anybody. This goes across the spectrum to all creative endeavors. Start with what you have, no matter how bare minimum it is. You don't need any special equipment to create. Start with what you have. You have everything that you need. Everything that you need, I assure you, to create. If you're able to listen to this, then you have access to everything. I understand that this is a very different answer to this question. Beating loneliness by being a creative person, but from a person who has struggled with loneliness for years and years and years, this is the only thing that worked for me. We are not lonely because we don't have people around us. We are lonely because we are unable to communicate the things that are most important to us. And if you are able to do that, if you are able to create things, objects, songs, music, videos that communicate what you feel the most, then you will not be lonely. Whether it is quarantine, whether it is not quarantine, whether it is anything else, any predicament. I hope this helps you. I really hope that this video makes you think and understand and create and lessen the confusion that is in your head. I know it has been a very hard time for a lot of other people. It's been hard across the world, but this is the ideal time to start. This is the time to start to build something, to start to build yourself, to start to express yourself. Yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you really did, then please share it with someone. Maybe somebody else needs it. Alright, thank you so much, and